Blessings in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. I've been studying today, and I've been led to go over and look at Revelations 13 and how this all aligns up with, I'm sorry, a lot of you people are, not a lot, but some of you people are going, you dishonored the Olympics and, and in England and all that. No, I'm telling you what I saw and what I perceived in the spirit, okay? God always forewarns us before something really comes and happens. And I believe, that's my belief, that whole opening ceremony in the Olympics was a forewarning, okay? Now, if you go over in Revelations 13, let's see what he described. And I stood upon the sands of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads, 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head this name a blasphemy. Well, I still think it's very interesting. This says 7 heads, 7 springs that starts the river Thames, which means dark man, and 7 young people lit the 7, like those big tulips, or mostly funerals have them at them. They're the big thing for a funeral, because that's just pretty well what it means. And as they lit them, they come up in a whole bunch. God only knows how many come up. As they lit the 7, then it went around and it all raised up and lit the big cauldron in the middle. Normally, always before, there was only one cauldron, one person that would take and light. This one was very big, very big. Like everything in the world was gathered into it and set ablaze. Okay, but this is what I was led to read. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. Now, that's the body. The body of this thing is like a leopard. And his feet were the feet of a bear, though, And his mouth as the mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave him his power and his seat and gave authority. So until the dragon is thrown totally out of heaven and comes and lands on the riverbank, these don't have no power. None whatsoever. Or very limited power until he comes down. And when he falls, when he's thrown totally out of heaven, and the war, it already could be going on. I'm not going to say it's not, but I'm telling you, Satan is going to be literally, totally kicked out of heaven. He will no longer be the accuser of the brethren, be able to go up and accuse us before the Father. Right now, Job is a prime principle of it. You'd have to go back and see that Satan come up with the congregation and accuse. That's what he does. And And so when he's told totally out, he knows that his time is short. So he's going to give his power to these three main countries. And this is what I believe they are. Countries. Three main ones. Okay, let's go over at Daniel. And let's see what Daniel says in 7 and verse 2. Daniel spoke and said, I saw my vision by night, and behold, 4 winds of the heavens strove upon the great sea, and 4 great beasts come up from the sea, diverse from one another. See, they're separate, but you'll see they'll come together. The first was like a lion, and didn't we say that beast had the mouth of a lion? And had eagle's wings. So this is important. First I saw a lion, had eagle wings. I beheld till the wings therefore were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. And behold, another beast, second like the bear. Now remember, that's described the mouth of the beast and the feet of the beast. And it rose up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said this unto it, arise, devour flesh. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard. Okay, now we got the body, the leopard. First was the mouth. Second was the feet. Now we see the body of the beast, which had upon its back of its 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. And after this I saw in a night vision, and beheld a 4th beast, dreadful, terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth, and it devoured and broke in pieces, stamped the resistance with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that there before it, and it had 10 horns. Okay. Now, over here in the 13th chapter of Revelations, it really did not mention that one. But first, before we get into that one in particularly, let's go over here where Daniel 2 and begin at 31, because see, Daniel had this dream about this statue. So when Daniel was giving Nebuchadnezzar the interpretation of that statue that he had dreamed, this is what he said. This image's head was of fine gold. Okay, it's fine gold. Now remember, it's the lion's mouth. It's fine gold. His breast and arms of silver. Okay, now we have the bear coming in, which is the feet, which is brass, and which is arms and belly is silver and brass. His legs, see, his legs and feet. Wait a minute, I've got off here somewhere. See, the image's head was fine gold. That's his arms and legs were silver. Okay, this is where I got off. His arms and legs was silver. That means the bear. Feet, silver. His belly and thighs of brass. So we see brass. So we see the leopard body is brass. So let's go on down and really see what this is all talking about, because you have to look and see. See, the head was gold. That was the empire that he was talking to, Nebuchadnezzar, the gold, which is what? Babylon. So the mouth of this beast that rises above the sea is gold, and it is Babylon. Okay, the second one is a bear, which is the feet of the beast. It's silver, and who come along and overthrew Babylon and took over? Medo-Persia Empire. They took over next. Now this is what he dreamed. Okay, now we see the third one, and his thighs of brass. Well, we see that this is a leopard, talking about the leopard, the body, which is the Grecian Empire. This is how they come in and took over Israel. The first one was Babylon. The second one was Mede-Persia Empire. The third one was Greece. Babylon, the lion. Mede-Persia, the bear. The leopard, the Greek. Okay, so as I was looking at this and realizing, okay, what happened the very first thing of the Olympics? They had to bring the fire from Greece. They had the goddesses, or the temple priestess, they had to get the fire, and they had to start it out. I mean, you can see that. I have videos on the other videos. So we see that they bring it from Greece. We bring the fire from Greece. The leopard, which is brass. Then we see this year, for the very first time, do you know this is the year of the woman, really, for the Olympics? This is the first time that any women got to go and be in the Olympics and compete. Isn't that interesting? Sort of like bringing the Mede and Persians, that group, into it. The men have always did it, but this is the first time for women. They made a big deal of it, and they were there. Then the mouth is Babylon. Now, I know we don't hear much about Iraq and them over there, but let me tell you, they're part of the Arab nation. They're part of all the Muslim. That's what they worship. They are Muslims. That's exactly what they are over in there. So Babylon is there, it's just mixed in with all of the other things. And you will hear that voice arise, if not sooner, later, with great authority and great power. It's the mouthpiece, it's the lion, and it will roar mightily. He will roar out of Babylon. He will come up out of that country where Hussein was. It's very quiet over there right now. We're moving our people out. But we're going to see a big, important leader roar to the front over there in that country and become the mouthpiece for these other countries. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. Like, you know, Voldemort all of a sudden rose up in that story with all his might and power, and the child is being offered up to him. Well, also today, as I looked again, I could see it like Israel being offered up on the plate of sacrifice to this one that's going to rise out of the Babylon Empire. And he will join the things of the Grecians and Greeks and the things of the Mede and Persia, which is over there with Saudi Arabia, with Syria, where they're battling now, the Turkey, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, all of them. But he will rise out of Iran. I mean Iraq, not Iran. But Iran may help him come forth from Iraq. Anyway, the guy over there says that he is to usher in the Mahdiya. He doesn't say he's it. He's supposed to help him come up. Now, you say, where is the mean one fit in that I see? Well, the terrible beast is Rome, okay? Without a shadow of a doubt, it's Rome. And Rome is quiet. I mean, we have all this stuff going on in the, you know, about Rome and Pontiff and which of them are going to be the good one, evil one, or whatever, you know. But as I was studying this, who rules a nation right now under the authority of the Catholic Church? Think about it. Why did the Pilgrims leave England? Why did they want to come over here to the United States? To get away from the authorityism of that English religion, the Roman Catholic Church. Let me tell you, England is Rome. England is birthing the dark one that will come up. Some say it's Prince Charles, some say this one, some say that one. You know, I may be wrong, but this is how I feel, okay? And I have nothing against the royals. I don't. They've been there forever. There's been kings and queens. But I really I don't see it coming from the royal line. I just don't. Um, I don't see them being able to have the total compatible. Well, maybe they could, because you know what? If they can sucker us in and get us to back them, sucker uh, Israel in, because you know we're already signing this stuff, you know, to defend and back Israel up, which is good. We need to. But the whole thing, I believe it'll turn out to be more of a curse than a blessing, because things is going to get all mixed up. There's going to be the spiritual and the physical, and everything's going to get messed up. They're going to be pulled into a great thing that's going on, that will be going on more and more. And like Volador arose, but let me tell you something. When you go on and see the Battle of Armageddon, when it happens, when all those forces come against Israel, it's not going to be Mary Poppins riding an umbrella coming back. It's going to be Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. But yet, I believe that Mary Poppins more realistically represents the dark one that's going to be raising up, that's more like a prophet. Because what is this over here? It says, chapter 7 of Revelations, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the corner, 4 covers of the earth, are holding 4 winds. No, I'm sorry, I got on the wrong one. No, a little bit further over. Okay. Okay. Go back to 13:11. And behold, another beast came out of the earth, and had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spoke as a dragon. I believe this possibly could be England and Rome, because she is the country of the Roman Catholic Church. That's why Velador, written by an English writer who was a white witch, come up with all his demons running around and tormenting. It says, go back to Revelations, you will see where demons will come up, where demons will run around the earth. It's all there, okay? It really is all there in Daniel and in Revelations. And truly, when I watched that ceremony with all of the things, even with the bicycles, with the doves coming down and going up, I haven't really addressed that, but one person called them fallen angels. Well, you know, they were beautiful. It was breathtaking to see those things bicycle around the deal. And then that one last one, when it was lifted up off the earth, you know, it was like he's riding a bicycle, see it, but he was going up. Everything about people, you know, the jetpacks. And also, the one thing that I hadn't mentioned at all, I don't even think I've got a video on it. I need to find it and put it on there so you can see it. This man literally bailed out of space. I don't know exactly how he did it, but it shows him falling from space, going through the atmospheres, coming down, and then, pulling his ripcord, and all is fair and well, and he lands on earth. There's something coming, people. Something that our governments know that they won't tell us. There is something coming and happening from even out of space. People can believe me or not, but that whole thing was a prophetic warning to the children of God, Yahweh. And they better listen, because the time is nigh. Many doors have already been opened now. It's only a matter of time. And with the sacrifice that happened in Colorado, and just leading up and leading up and leading up, we're going to see many things happen. The war is about to happen. We've got an election within 100 days. A lot is about to happen, people. Father, in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, I plead the blood over this video. Let your holy will go forth, and let people perceive and understand your wisdom, for it's beyond our wisdom. You open our eyes so that we know how to stand, and we know how to pray for ourselves and our families especially. We know how to use your authority the way you want us to use it. For we have your authority. You said that we could ask anything of you and you would do it. It's not talking about frivolous things. I don't like you and I wished you would die, or Lord, I pray you die, or anything. No, it's not frivolous things. We're in the last days, and we need to learn to pray in a way that we really can see action in our lives, and those around us can see it. For it is now the day and the hour of redemption, Father, right now, in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Oh, Father, amen, and amen, and amen. Judgment has come. We need to learn to forgive, to obey, and do the Father's will. And do the Father's will at all times. We need to hear the words of Yeshua right now. John 14, starting with the first verse. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. If I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, ye may also be. And whether I go, ye know the way ye know. His words to you tonight. Hear the voice of the Father. Thank you, and blessings.